Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be making, after a little bit of a break, another slow cooker meal from the Dollar Tree slow cooker cookbook I got roughly 2 months ago. And today I'm going to be doing beef stroganoff. Now the recipe calls for a ½ pound of top round steak cut into strips. I have roughly 3, I believe, steaks left over from packs of steaks I got several months ago. They have been in the freezer. I want to use them up, so I will be using all 3 of them steaks, and I will be cutting them into strips. Salt and black pepper, 1 onion chopped, 1 can condensed cream of mushroom soup, a can of mushrooms drained, 1/4 cup of water, some chives, a clove of garlic minced, some Worcestershire sauce. I always get that pronunciation messed up, but I remember as a kid trying to say Worcestershire sauce, and my grandmother would say, no, it's Worcestershire sauce. So you guys know what I mean. Beef bouillon cube, but I'm going to be using beef broth. It does call for white wine. Well, I don't have white wine, so I can skip that. I do have flour, a tablespoon of flour. I will be using some sour cream. I got a small container of it and some parsley. So essentially, first step is to season the steak with salt and pepper, and then place it in the bottom of the slow cooker and cover the steak with chopped onion. So let's get seasoning the steak and cutting it into strips. I have been thawing these steaks out in the freezer bags in ice cold water. I'm just adding some salt and going to add my pepper, next I'll be chopping and adding my onion. You'll notice I am using a different cutting board, and I am using a different knife, and that is because it is very, very important to not have cross-contamination with meat, uncooked meat, and any vegetables that you may be cutting to add into a recipe. Sometimes people are just busy and prepping their food and don't always think about that, but it is something important. So you should always have at least 2 different cutting boards, one for fruit and vegetables and one strictly for meat. Next, the directions say to combine mushroom soup. Here we go. Mushrooms. Oh my gosh. I'm going to drain these quick. Alrighty, sorry about that. Now it says to add a 1/4 cup of water. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of beef broth just for the sake of flavor. Okay. So stir this together for a moment. Next, I added some chives. Could actually add a little bit more. I'm supposed to add a tablespoon, so yeah. There we go. Now that looks like about a tablespoon. A teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. One cup of beef broth. Well, I'm going to reuse my 1/4 cup to add 1 cup. So, here we go. Now I have to chop up a clove of garlic. Alright, so poured this over my beef. And now in a separate bowl, I'm going to mix together the flour. Flour and supposed to be white wine, but I'm just going to use my beef broth. So now we're supposed to add a 1/4 cup of white wine. As I said, I'm using beef broth. And a tablespoon of all-purpose flour. And I'm going to actually whisk this. Says to make sure that there are no lumps prior to pouring this over the beef. So just going to keep whisking it just to break up and tiny little pieces of flour. Alright, so I'm just going to turn my camera around here for a moment. Pouring that over my beef. And I'm going to add my own little twist on this recipe. I'm going to add a packet of Lipton onion soup mix, just for a little extra flavor. And I'm going to gently whisk that dry mix in. So it's moistened. Alrighty, now the recipe does say cook on low for 6 to 7 hours. I know it's not going to take no 6 to 7 hours, so I'm going to go with, I'm going to say an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. I'll be checking every half hour. How about that? So, yeah, I just turned it on to low. I'm going to go with an hour and a half. I don't even think it'll take 2 hours. I just wanted to show everyone. Yeah, that is different looking, isn't it? With the black rice. Definitely something I never seen before. Just saying, it does say in the package some of the color does bleach out. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. So half hour is up and ooh. I can already smell. Smell the scent of the beef and the onion soup mix. And the mushrooms, oh yeah. And that's what's going on with the black rice so far. So last step is to add a 16-ounce container of sour cream right into your beef mixture. And I'm scooping it out. Trying to get all out of my container, as you can see. So, the beef is looking pretty much cooked. I'm going to just be on the safe side so there's no uncooked beef, or not cooked all the way through beef. I'm going to let it go for the extra half hour, which will make a total of 1.5 hours, like I said, guys. Yeah, I definitely called that. Alright, so I got the sour cream added in, and I'm going to add a little bit of parsley on top. And the beef stroganoff is done cooking. Beef is all cooked through. Oh my gosh, it smells so good, so good. Well guys, it is all done and time for me to give this a taste and see how black rice tastes, as well as how my beef stroganoff turned out. Mm-hmm. First thing I notice about black rice is that, like the package says, it does have a bit of a nutty flavor to it. I don't detect like sweetness with it, but it does have a little bit of a nutty flavor to it, which is good. Just saying, I noticed that. So the package wasn't lying there. It said it has a slight nutty flavor. And adding the onion soup mix to it gives the beef cubes, well, not beef cubes, but the sliced beef, a little bit of a, I want to say, more seasoned flavor than just using the salt and pepper. I definitely think it does make it more flavorful. Well guys, what could I say? I said that this turned out very, very tasty. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you all on my next one. Good night.